The XRP mega pump number 2 could be happening right now. All right, let's zoom in, guys. This is exciting. XRP Army, we've been waiting for this for years, up to 7 years or more for all of y'all long-term holders. We have just surpassed this major resistance level. If we zoom out, we make a Fibonacci from the recent peak at 291 and all the way to this low here at 189. Then we get a Fibonacci, these Fibonacci levels, we get the 50%, that's 0.618, the 0.702. And the last resistance level, the 0.786, and we have just surpassed that. If we create a trend line here, right at this level, I'll make this a little bit thicker so it's more clear. Right there, we just surpassed that level. We've surpassed this previous local peak here that we had around, what was that, 272. And we're breaking through it right now, guys. We're breaking through. So, I mean, let's look at previous times in history that this has happened. Now, we still have work to do in terms of breaking through this, well, not all-time high, but the peak that we've gotten so far this year at 291. So I guess in the bearish case, the most bearish case, we could get a double top, but I don't think we've ever seen that for XRP. If we look back in the history books, typically when it breaks out of resistance levels, we don't get a double top. I mean, particularly if we go back to previous bull runs, I'm gonna have to go on the daily chart here to speed it up. Typically when it breaks through resistance levels, we look at these bull run peaks in 2021. We see right here, I don't know what's going on here. There we go. So we hit the peak, we drop down, and if we don't get through the resistance levels, then it falls off. I guess we could even try this one. This was in more of a black swan event environment when the SEC was suing Ripple. So we're not getting similar events as we had in 2021, but this one we got a peak, then we went back up. It got stopped out. It topped out at the 0.786 level, and we just broke through that. Then we go to this peak in 2021. We hit this peak here. Then we fell down. I'm going to take it at this low right there. We came back up. We hit the 0.786, and then we fell down. So far right now, that is not the case. We are breaking through. So it would have been as if we went through these levels. And typically when that happens, let's look at history. Well, we can see even right over here, once it breaks through the 786 right here, then we get a huge breakthrough there. And then we can go further back in history when we got major pumps. And let's see. We could even go back all the way back here to 2014 just for fun. Actually, all the way back to the beginning we could just for fun. Right here we got a low, and once it breaks out through the 0.786, that final green line. Well, okay, we did get a situation here. This was well, this is the super early days in 2013, where I guess we did get that double top. We fell back down. We actually created a new low before heading back to a much higher high. That's really interesting. So I guess in the worst case scenario, that is hypothetically possible, where it got this double peak, then it fell back down before getting this super mega pump there and broke through the 0.786. So I guess hypothetically that is possible. We haven't seen that happen in years and years and years, I'm pretty sure. So I guess that would be the worst case scenario. Let's continue here. This is an example where, yeah, we got the peak and it was not able to get through the 0.786 and then it fell off. So that's the bearish case, but we're not in that case because we've already broken through the 786. Let's see here. Now let's go to these ones over here. This is a really small one. If we do that, once it broke through the 786, we're going off to the moon there. And then this one, we got this peak. We corrected back down. Then once we got through the 0.786, then we started heading back up. I mean, XRP is going up as we speak. It's at $2.79. We're heading to 280. Check it out. And then, let's see, this one peaked out there. Then this was a really long drawn out time here. It wasn't able to get past the 0.702, certainly not past the 0.786, and then it fell back down. It got rejected. All right, so, and then the final one, same thing. Well, we could even look right here. Yeah, so it basically repeats. So if it doesn't get past that 786, then it can fall back down, but almost every single time, once it gets past that resistance level, the Fibonacci, then we head right through. And it is continuing to slice through. Now, it does actually have a macro resistance level at 281. That's actually important to review. We have to zoom out here quite a bit. So we take, yeah, this is important. We take the Fibonacci from the all-time high. We still have not gotten a new all-time high yet for XRP, but we take it all the way back here. Looks like we got the all-time high right there. And then it creates a 0.786 resistance level. I know it's kind of hard to see, but $2.82. And then you can see, if we zoom in, we can see that macro line. To zoom in here and then zoom, make sure that it's clear here. So we have, I'm going to clean this up. So we have this, really this major green line right here at $2.82. That's the 0.786 resistance level from the previous all-time high. So that's actually a significant level as well. We're getting close. We're getting really close. So we've already headed past this important level right here at, well, it's really 269. Now we have potentially a little bit more work to do here at this level, $2.82. But if once we move past that, could be smooth sailing. But it'll be really interesting to see how do we get some resistance at this level right now, where we're at. Is it gonna get some resistance there? I guess in the worst case scenario, it could do what it did in 2013 and do something crazy like that. If that was the case, I would probably put a stop loss. Tough to say where, but maybe around like 250 or something. And then if it gets stopped out around here, and then if it continues to fall, I would buy a lot more down here. So that would be a tricky situation. If we saw some crazy world events, that would be possible. It has happened once before in XRP history. Probably pretty unlikely that would happen, but who's to say? You know, can't always predict this insane, crazy crypto market. All right, let's see. What comments do we have? All right, we got some commenters. Bro, you called it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I did have a previous video where I was saying XRP could break out at any moment. Hey, big fan. I believe it's the most. No, I don't know about that coin. Sorry. XRP to the moon. Yes, indeed. If you can look at link. All right, I might be able to do that in the future. Sui hype, Salana strong too. Can you open chart for these coins? Let's see. Big correction XRP is amazing for locating new opportunities after taking profits. All right. If we have time, I could look at Sui and Salana. Let's really quickly once again review the stochastic RSI. And we got a weekly cross up. I mean, look at that cross up. That is big right there. That is extremely bullish. Typically, when we see this happen, stochastic RSI cross up, typically that's very bullish. Unless it's a fake out, but so far it looks genuine as XRP is already skyrocketing. It's at 279. We got to get past that 282 level. So far, so good. Could even look at the business cycle. Let's see. The business cycle is this white line down here. Business cycle, all right, still not going too crazy, but this is looking extremely good. So this is basically the momentum of the price chart. The stochastic RSI, momentum starting to cross upwards, which is very, very good. Let's see if Bitcoin is crossing. Bitcoin is not even crossing upwards yet. Sui's not crossing up yet. Cardano is, so I'm actually really bullish Cardano as well. I did buy some more Cardano a couple of days ago, which I'm happy about so far. Ethereum, man, I cannot believe how slow Ethereum is. So I did sell some Ethereum and I bought more XRP just because it looks like from the charts, XRP looks to be having a much more momentum than a lot of these other coins, including Salana. Salana still is not able to get that stochastic RSI cross up. Render could be crossing up unless that's a fake out. Say could be bottoming out. Anyways, Sui's still not getting that cross up. XRP getting looks like a very clear cross up there, so that's looking extremely good. Okay, is there anything else? I mean, okay, we could dip into the astrology a little bit. Once again, we have this bullish transit, fairly bullish. Still in orb is this Jupiter conjunct the XRP Sun, which can indicate a breakout. So we could potentially be getting that breakout right now. Venus square the Sun. We're getting the Sun trining the XRP Jupiter. That's very good on the 18th. Astrology is looking much better heading past the 18th. So we could be getting more of the cryptocurrency market breaking out around January 19th. As look at all of these positive transits with Mercury sextile Venus on the 19th, Uranus sextile Mars. These are all, so sextiles and trines are all seen as really positive aspects in astrology. We're getting all of these positive aspects around the same time, whereas the beginning half of the month we got quite a few negatives with a bunch of squares and conjunctions with Saturn, and Saturn brings contraction and limitation. So man, towards the end of the month, this is looking very, very optimistic for, well, really possibly the whole crypto market, and we're already seeing a glimpse of that with XRP right now. Let's look at the search volume on Google. We got massive search volume in early December when XRP was peaking out. Let's go to the past 30 days. And then it's heading back up. So that is looking good overall. We zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so it's just starting to head back up after being down for about a month. Looking good. Daily exchange volume is peaking on the upwards could be starting to get some upwards momentum. So that would be bullish for crypto, but we have to get back up much higher to make higher lows instead of lower lows. And then tomorrow we have the CPI coming out. So that's going to be, tomorrow's going to be a huge day. Is that tomorrow or today? I'm actually not sure. I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, it's some point soon, CPI data is going to come out, and that could either pump or dump markets. It's tough to say because the astrology is looking slightly negative with Venus square Jupiter and then Saturn conjunct Venus. Those are slight negatives. Looking a lot more bullish a bit later on the 19th. So tricky markets, but just looking at the charts, XRP is breaking out right now as we speak. I'm feeling quite bullish. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. All right, much love, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying this crazy market, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.